Well, it's good to see a little high school football on this Friday evening. This is Cecilia and North Vermilion. Bulldogs with the ball. Running back Ridge Collins gets the handoff and scores from 15 yards out. This week, the only preseason inter-squad action for teams will officially open the season next week. Good evening and welcome inside the socially distant KTC studio. I'm Andrew Clay, and way over there, I see him. That's Seth Lewis. Marina Aldridge is going to join us later, of course. Things will be a little different here this year on the show. But hey, it's 2020, and we just roll with the jabs, man.
We've been waiting since December to be back in studio talking high school football, new coaches, new players, championship aspirations. We're going to try to get it all tonight.
Yeah, no time to waste, so let's get going. How many teams are in better position in 4A than Carencro? The Bears played Rummel last night. This is sight for sore eyes. Popcorn Prejean getting into the end zone. He missed the back half of last season with a knee injury. Now, Carencro had a lot of injuries, still won 10 games. The Bears bring back a lot of that offense. If you walk around the football facility there, too, you'll see that everything is about the Dome. Carencro clearly setting its sights on a state title.
They go to the restroom, there's a picture of the Dome. They go walk into the locker room, there's a picture of the Dome. When they walk out the locker room, there's a picture of the Dome. When they walk in the weight room, there's a picture of the Dome. When you walk out of the weight room, there's a picture of the Dome. I think we're like most schools, so we're thinking about hopefully putting our field in that turf in the Superdome.
Last year, we lost in quarters to Warren Easton, a blue blood. That's something we're trying to be. We're trying to be a blue blood. We're trying to beat them, be better than them. We want to be one of the top-rated schools in the state.
Well, the Bears haven't been to the Dome since 2011. Now, talking about those returning impact players, Carencro gets a healthy Popcorn Prejean back. Tavian Falk is also back at quarterback, and we know Kendra Williams is one of the state's top runner. He's a UL commit, but we can't sleep on defense. Defensive back Bailey Despani, who's committed to Tulane, was all-state last year, and that defense held opponents under 20 points in 5 different games.
Carencro was one of 14 area teams to make it to the state quarterfinals last year. Lafayette Christian, St. Thomas More, and Acadiana all won championships in a season that was really the year of the receiver in Acadiana. And 3 of those top 4 receivers are back. 2 of those guys are all-state. The third is Malik Neighbors, and we know he's pretty good. This is as deep as we've seen this position and the talent overall here in Acadiana.
Yeah, we'll talk more about wideouts in a few minutes. Let's talk about those championship teams. And honestly, I think all 3 are in really good position to repeat that.
Yeah, Acadiana knocked on that title door for years. They finally broke it down and went 15-0, but this team is going to look a lot different this fall. 5A offensive MVP Dylan Monette is gone. His backfield running back mate, Lucky Brooks, also graduated. Both rushed for more than 1,000 yards last year. Quarterback Keontae Williams also graduated. Yes, the Rams have holes to fill, but I wouldn't shed tears for them. The rich are rich because they have an abundance, and the Rams do. Tyven Zeno, lost in the shuffle, is explosive. A third running back to eclipse the 1,000-yard mark for the Rams offense last fall. He'll be joined in the backfield by QB Jeremiah Brown, who started on defense all of 2019.
He's been doing well, and then we've got some guys back on offense on the O-line, and we've got some backs back. So, I think he's going to do fine. He's a great athlete. He's been on the field. I mean, he started every game on defense for us last year. So the biggest thing is just kind of get the timing down and get a lot of reps at quarterback.
Yeah, defensively, this team is no joke either. Yes, the Rams lost reigning district MVP Thios Figueroa, who transferred to play for his dad at Lafayette. Still, the Rams returned 6 all-district defenders: Cam Jord, Caleb Arsenault, Derek Bercier, Jermaine Paris, Ian Motts, and the aforementioned Jeremiah Brown.
Across town, Lafayette Christian jumped up to Division III last year and walked away with another state championship. Their only loss on the year was to Acadiana, who they open the season with next week. The motto for LCA is finish the mission, as they try to send their seniors out with 4 straight titles. The X factor in this equation is quarterback Ryan Roberts. The transfer from Hammond was a part-time starter with Errol Rogers Jr. at QB last year, but now he's the captain of the offensive ship.
Knowing the offense and feeling comfortable running the plays. Last year until like halfway, I was still confused about what I was doing. So now I know it fully. I can line guys up and know what everybody's doing.
Ryan's progressed. It's like night and day almost in terms of the work and how he approaches the work now. He's all in. I feel like he knows what to expect now. It's not like last year he came to us a week before the season started. So it was kind of like a lot of this stuff is really new. I don't really know how they work or what they're doing. But even by mid-season last year, he started to come into his own.
Now, the main attraction at LCA this year is Sage Ryan, and he is worth the price of admission. Our Super 16 member is considered the #1 safety in the nation according to 24/7 Sports, but he's a triple threat on Friday nights. In 2019 on offense, Ryan had over 800 yards and 16 touchdowns. On defense, he had everything but a partridge in a pear tree, and on special teams, he scored 7 additional touchdowns, bringing his grand total to 24 TDs last year.
The final local champion, St. Thomas More, a team we saw play Notre Dame of all people last night. We pined over this offense last year. Caleb Holstein smashed the record books, but he graduated. The Cougars don't return much on offense, but do bring back Jack Besh, who is a Vanderbilt commit. He caught 91 passes for 1,700 yards and 20 touchdowns. The defense, however, returns a lot more experience, returning 2 All-State defenders, linebacker Bryce Bullion and defensive back Dom Zephyrin. Add in All-District defensive back Josh Stevenson, and you instantly have one of the area's top defenses.
Going back to the idea of the rich getting richer, how about the Cougars quarterback situation, going from elite passer Caleb Holstein to one of the most talked about players we've seen, Walker Howard.
Maybe one of the top players we've never seen, actually. Few players have been anointed like the STM junior. He's the son of former LSU quarterback Jamie Howard, and as Brianna Aldridge is going to tell us tonight, he's ready to handle the expectations that come with the hype.
Well, the junior quarterback knows it's all eyes on him to see if he can continue to lead STM to the Superdome, as 3-year starter Caleb Holstein was able to do. And after getting to sit down with Walker Howard, it seems like the new QB is already practicing LSU's motto of blocking out the noise.
I'm going to do me, and Caleb's Caleb, and I'm Walker.
The new era of St. Thomas More will be hearing the name Walker Howard more than ever. The junior 4-star quarterback comes with a lot of hype. The man who hasn't yet started in a single game for STM has already made his pledge to the LSU Tigers.
I'm excited for the next 2 years of high school. That's really what it's about. I'm ready for my high school, how high school goes for me. And, after that, college, I'm very prepared for LSU.
Before the QB can think about the possibility of playing at Death Valley, he's focused at the task at hand, and that's being prepared to engineer an offense for the reigning Division II champs with time not on his side.
He would have benefited from, the spring practice, the summer 7-on-7s, because again, that's where you develop that timing.
The Cougars averaged better than 41 points per game last year. The team brings back key pieces, but across the board, Jim Hightower says they will be thin on experience. That includes their predetermined star quarterback.
We got big time games this year, and I'm ready for them.
In Lafayette, I'm Brianna Aldridge, KATC Sports.
I look forward to seeing Walker play this fall. Okay, when we come back, KK Reno doesn't command the headlines, but he's under center for Catholic squad who will capitalize on his elite speed.
Yeah, plus we highlight one of Acadiana's top big men, and he's leaner and meaner. That's up when we return. You're watching the Friday Night Football Preview Show only on KETC.